This video is only for Gen Xers and or baby boomers who are interested in becoming content creators in 2025. Everybody else can just continue scrolling by. And this is likely my, 300th or 400th video talking directly to you guys to convince you to do something called UGC. If you've never seen my face before and you've never heard of UGC, I'll explain it really quick. But UGC, it stands for user generated content. Basically, in a nutshell, UGC creators get paid to create content that companies can then take and use for their own marketing purposes. So, you know, like those videos you see while you're scrolling on Facebook and Instagram mainly, and there are these random people that are talking about products or services or apps you should download. Those random people in those ad videos are almost always UGC creators who hopefully got paid a good chunk of money to create that content for the brand. You're not typically required to post the content you make for these companies to your own social media accounts, which means you don't need followers to do UGC. A lot of influencers also do UGC, and some UGC creators are also influencers, but they're not really connected. I got started with like 200 followers, and my mom is also doing UGC at 64 years old. She has like 100 or 200 followers on Instagram. She doesn't even have a TikTok. So there's no requirement. You just have to be willing to learn how to create short videos, or you sometimes take pictures with products that companies can then take and use for their own marketing purposes. That's really, when you boil it down, that's really all UGC is. Now, why Gen Xers? Why baby boomers? Number one, by the way, I have so many videos talking about this, like I said before. Feel free to follow me if you're not already following me, if this is piquing your curiosity at all, because I really do post a lot about this. I'm obsessed. I've become obsessed over the last year and a half helping Gen Xers and boomers start their UGC journeys, and it's been incredible seeing literally thousands. I've taught over 9,200 people inside my Ultimate UGC course. Over 7,000 of those people are Gen Xers and boomers. And almost every single day, I see more and more of my students in those age ranges, in those demographics, landing UGC deal after UGC deal, making significant amounts of money every single month. And they didn't even know what UGC was this time last year or even a few months ago. So again, if you want to get started with this, feel free to follow me. If you want a resource that can help you, obviously I mentioned I have a course, I have my students, but if you don't have $87 to spend, or you don't trust me enough to teach you about UGC in that capacity, then I have a free resource that you can grab probably during this video. I would just do it right now so you don't forget about it. I would pause this video, save it here in the right hand corner, maybe send this video to somebody else that's a Gen Xer or a boomer, or send it to your kids and say, hey, this Megan girl is saying maybe I should do this. What do you think? Should I do UGC? And they might surprise you and say, heck yeah, go for it, mom, or heck yeah, go for it, dad, whoever's watching this. But send it to somebody. That might be fun. See what they think. But my free resource is just a checklist. It's a PDF. I can email it to you right away when you sign up to get it. It'll go through the steps on how to get started. First, it'll explain what UGC is again, just so you get your head wrapped around it, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. And then it's a checklist. So it'll go through bam, 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 what to do to get started. And then I have a link to a 15-minute video lesson that's actually in my course, but I put it in the free checklist, going over how to email these companies. That is still my favorite way. Almost 3 years later, I don't know if I said this. I've been doing this almost 3 years. Next month, it'll be 3 years doing UGC. Within 14 months after I started UGC, I replaced my 6-figure job. I live here in Seattle, so it took me a little bit of a time to be able to replace my job and support my family and stuff. But just so you know, this is a legit thing. This is my full-time career. Anyways, I go through emailing, how to email companies. Still my favorite way to connect with brands and land UGC deals is emailing and DMing. I teach both inside that free checklist, so that free checklist is yours if you want it. Also, I'm going to invite you, if you're comfortable with it. I try to do this in most of my videos because it's really fun to see people's ages. I don't know if this is like become this weird like obsession of mine too, where I'm like, I just want to know how old you are. But if you're comfortable with sharing your current age, the age you are today when you're seeing this video right now, in the comments, that would be amazing. So I know that I'm not talking to a bunch of like 20 or 30 something year olds. Okay, so why Gen Xers? Why baby boomers? Why do companies want you to be in these videos? Well, a lot of companies whether it's skincare, gardening tools, hardware, yeah, like tools and stuff that you find at like Home Depot, clothing, apps, software companies, financial institutions. Oh my gosh, what are some of the other companies my students have worked, like even, I think one of my students landed a UGC deal with a collagen powder company, food and beverage, like kitchen utensils, whatever the heck it is. A lot of these companies a lot of these companies have their target market that they want to sell more of their products, and that they do currently sell most of their products to is Gen Xers and baby boomers. A huge reason is because you guys have the biggest purchasing power. You hold the power as consumers. Gen Xers and baby boomers have, statistically speaking, even if you're broke as a joke right now, statistically speaking, Gen Xers are the wealthiest generation. Also, boomers are like a close second. You guys have been working for a while. Maybe your house is paid off or close to being paid off. You've been working forever. You have more money in the bank than like a 20-something, even most millennials. And you have more time on your hands. You're spending time on social media. This is just general stats, even if it's not your case, just by the way, before you come at me in the comments. But for all those reasons, that is why brands want to market their products, services, apps, software, whatever the heck it is, to you. Let me just give you a couple examples. So, number one is the footwear company I've been hired and worked with several times now. They hired my mom and I to be in these videos about their footwear, about their shoes. And they were elated when I told them my mom would be in one of the videos. And they told me the reason why they want my mom in one of the UGC videos that they were going to hire me to do is because their target market is people around my mom's age. My mom is now 64. She was 62 at the time. We've done 2 UGC deals with them. We just did a UGC deal with a large supplement company whose target market is like people like me in their 30s, millennials, and also baby boomers. So hitting 2 different generations of consumers. But for the most part, Gen Xers and baby boomers, like you guys still, I've been talking about this for so long. Go look at my videos. Like you can scroll back to over a year ago. I've been talking about this for so long. It's still the same thing. You guys, like there's tens of thousands of UGC creators all over the globe, right? All across the world. However, even though I've been talking about this, even though I've taught thousands of Gen Xers and boomers, other people teach this, whatever. You guys still, Gen Xers and boomers, still make up the tiniest percentage of overall UGC creators across the globe. Yet so many companies want to work with more Gen Xers and boomers. It's just crazy. Like still, like this is why I make so many videos, and I could go on and on about this, but this is why I make so many videos. Every single time I post a video like this explaining UGC to Gen Xers or boomers, I get at least 10, sometimes over 1,000 people that are Gen Xers or boomers, and they still have never heard of UGC before seeing one of these videos. So I'm going to keep talking about it until everybody knows about this and the opportunities that are available to them. There are so many doors that could be open for you. I can't even explain it. I can't even explain the amount of doors that could be open for you, the amount of fun you could have, and also, bonus, the amount of money that you can make with UGC. I just posted a video right before this one. If you want to go look, I gave 3 different examples of some of my students who are crushing it right now, making anywhere from $2,000 to, oh my gosh, $17,000 a month. It's crazy. And those are all Gen Xers and or baby boomers that I give the examples. Feel free to go watch that video. Get my free checklist if you want it. Just start learning about UGC. It's not going anywhere. It's projected to just increase. It's already been increasing while influencer marketing is actually going in a decline. Learn UGC. Have fun with it. Be willing to learn. This could be a fun new income generating source of income for you. Like this could be an entirely new chapter that you could have a lot of fun with and make some money with, basically what I'm trying to say. So I hope I could be a valuable resource for you along the way. Yeah, let me know how it is. If you get started, keep me updated and type your current age in the comments if you haven't already.